Previously on Better Than Wolves. So all the iron's finished smelting, and we're going to do what we promised. We're going to finally get, oops, that's wrong in space. We're going to finally get an iron pick. So 3 iron ingots, 3 of these diamonds, and we need 3 of these creeper oysters to make 3 diamond ingots, and then put these 2 together with 2 sticks. Diamond pick. Now this is an achievement. Getting a diamond pick. Oh, this opens up the nether. Welcome back everybody to another episode of Better Than Wolves Community Edition. It's your favourite show on YouTube. If you watched the episode last time, you would have seen that we made our diamond pick, which is excellent. One possibility for this episode is to go into the nether, which is really important actually. The nether. We want to find a nether fortress at some point. We need to get blaze rods. But a more kind of pressing issue is that of permanent lighting. These torches that we make, they burn out after 20 minutes, which is not great for when you're mining, because coal is not, it's a finite resource, we have to keep mining it. If we go into the nether, we can actually make a permanent light source, a permanent torch that will never burn out. What we need is netherrack to do this. We also need a cauldron, which is next on my list of things to make. Basically, the reason I'm holding this bucket of water, if you remember, we said previously how you can't move water around in Better Than Wolves. You can't place it down and make a source block, which is a little frustrating, because obviously water is very important in Minecraft. What we can do, I think, we can place the water next to this lava pool. It should turn to obsidian. Now, I was thinking of going back down to the ravine just to get the obsidian right at the base, but this is much safer. So we're going to see if this works. I think it does work. And we're going to test it live on screen. Come on. Oh, yes. Okay, that didn't make a lot. Okay, I'll get more water. It works. This is fantastic. So we can get the obsidian here. We can go into the nether. And we'll do that soon. We'll see what kind of nether spawn we have. It could be dodgy. The nether's very dangerous. I don't know if we're going to find a fortress easily. We'll probably look for one. But like I said, I'm kind of saving up my iron. I'm already at 57 nuggets. We need to get 7 iron ingots to add to this water bucket that we have with a bone to make a cauldron. And it's the cauldron that will help us get this permanent lighting. We got to cook ground netherrack and ground coal together. We'll go through the whole thing later on. But we're going to make some obsidian here. Perfect, that should probably be enough. And then we'll gear up and head into the nether and see what we get. Okay, iron's cooked overnight, which is great. Now we're going to go and build this portal and we're going to light it. But one thing we need to do is build this portal away from where we're living. Yeah, the reason for this is mobs that go near the portal, as in friendly mobs like animals and, or maybe not friendly, so squids for one example. If they go near the portal, they can transform into other things. It's like getting cursed or something. I'm not sure exactly what the term is. We don't want this near the base. We really don't. So we're going to have it at least 50-60 blocks away, which I think maybe we can put it inside that little wall there. This is a bit close to water actually. We do not want squids going within range of the portal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's our nether portal. Right, if I still have my flint and steel, we could light it with flint and steel, but I don't. So we have to do things the very old-fashioned way, just because I have not been keeping up really with... how can I make this? Okay, perfect. Good. It lit. Okay. The bark can be the first thing through. Okay, we're not going to go through right now. We're going to put some of this stuff down. We're going to prep a little bit more. And we're going to see what's on the other side. But what I do want to go and get in particular is the netherrack, not just for this permanent lighting that I mentioned with the torches, but I've got enough iron now for this cauldron. In fact, we can go and do that now. Actually, we'll get some water. We'll make the cauldron. One good thing about cauldrons is you can keep them permanently lit with a netherrack flame. So netherrack burns permanently in this game, just like in normal Minecraft. Yes, there it is, cauldron. So this is a big step. Oh, I got the bucket back. Oh, perfect. I didn't know I got the bucket back. Okay, so that's the cauldron. Looks like it has some nasty yellow liquid inside. So we can use the cauldron to cook food. And that's going to be a big step, especially all the fish that we catch, because cooking that fish that we get on the full moon night is a little bit tedious. Let's go and see if the rest of this iron is done. It looks like that torch is burned out as well. The reason that I'm kind of rushing the nether here, like I could go back and get more iron and that would probably serve me quite well. So I don't have any more iron ingots for, I've got one iron ingot now. I don't have an iron ingot for a flint and steel, which I like to use. I don't have an iron ingot for the shears. I could go and get more iron, but what I actually need is permanent lights. That's going to make getting the iron really easy. So if I can go in the nether, get the netherrack, do my stuff with the cauldron, which should be simple, then I can go and get all the iron I need because we'll have permanent torches and we can just keep everything nice and safe. So really the nether is the next step. So let's dump some stuff off in certain places. Oh, can I use... Oh, I've just remembered you can use the cauldron for storage. Oh, this is unbelievable. This is great. I've just remembered this. I cannot believe that I didn't think of that before. All these boxes can now be put away. All these tools can be put... All these tools shoved in the walls. They can all be put inside the cauldron. Until I need to use it, of course. But for now, it's good storage. I don't need to. Let's just go in the nether. Let's get this stuff. I can make some space in my inventory by sticking stuff in the cauldron. I'm almost afraid to put it down. I don't want it to get burnt or something. I mean, it won't, but it's just an irrational fear. Let's stick it down there. Okay, I'm going to prep them. We're going to go into the nether. Okay, it's just turning night. I've got nothing to do this night. I've got no more iron to cook, no more food to cook. So we're going to chance it in the nether. I mean, this is a YOLO exercise anyway. If I die, it's hardcore and I die. So let's see what happens. Okay, good. This is not bad. I'm going to make a bit of a... Okay, we're going to block off. Basically, it's like what you do when you first play Minecraft. And you're scared of everything. I'm going to make a little house, just the way Mojang intended. Okay, this is good. I can't see any ghasts. Look at that. That is dangerous. That is really dangerous. Wait, is that going to come down on me? There's lava flowing. I don't like it. I think this is generally safe. We're going to get netherrack. We're going to get glowstone. And yeah, let's go. Oh, okay, we made it. And it's just daytime. I was kind of guessing how long I would have been in there. I was trying to time my return to be about dawn, so well done. Okay, phew. That could have been so much worse. The Nether is always, you never know what you're going to get. So the netherrack that I'm talking about, combining with the coal to make permanent lights, you have to grind the netherrack. And unfortunately, if you grind the netherrack, a lot of spirits come out and it's kind of weird. So what we would like to do is use a hopper to feed things in so we can do the grinding and we can stand away and we don't get all woozy, and it's just a very weird thing. And to get hoppers, we're going to need a bit of redstone. We should have some redstone. Let me see if I can make the components that we need, and then I'll demonstrate what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate why we need this hopper. So let me just stick a tiny bit of netherrack in the millstone. So this is now going. Oh, what I did do as well, I made a lever, so we can turn this on and off. This is what I was talking about before. So when I was deciding how to use my gold, we ended up going for lightning rod, which I thought was still a good choice. This is the redstone clutch, and we can turn the windmill on and off in this way. So if there's a storm, we can just run up here and turn it off. Normally, oh, that was a bit, I've got to stop doing that. Normally I was just getting rid of this. I was just axing it off, and so nothing would happen to this mechanism. But anyway, we're going to stand here. Let me stick in netherrack. Okay, that was not the nicest sound, was it? So you get this absolute screaming, and then your field of view just goes all messed up. And what you want is, we're trying to get this ground netherrack, which is very useful. So we can merge it together with coal that we can also stick in the millstone, and then we can make permanent lights. But we need to fuse the ground netherrack and the coal dust in a cauldron, and then add it to a shaft to make a permanent light. What we're going to do, we're going to try and make a hopper. So how do I make a hopper? Let's check on this. And then we should be able to feed in 2 gears, pressure plate, sidings. Yeah, so we haven't got the sidings yet because we need the saw. And the saw requires the belt. Yeah, okay. It looks like I'd forgotten a little bit of the progression. So we can't use the hopper yet because you need sidings, which you can only get with a belt and a saw. This guy's, so it's night. Obviously the glowstone is keeping our little base lit, and this is just, it's a major step in the game. This is not the permanent lighting I was referring to. That's just the permanent torches we can make with the ground up coal and the ground up netherrack, but this makes such a difference. So I'm gonna feel like an actual base now. We can go outside in the night safely, but you normally can if it's not gloom anyway, but this is just makes it a bit more homey. I don't know what you think. I think it does. We got a massive problem, guys. We have not got enough storage to do what we need to do. I mean, this looks like it's rubbish in here, but it is stuff that I want to keep. We need to sort the storage problem out. If I set the cauldron up, I lose it as a storage container, which is not ideal. The only other options for storage are hoppers, which I can't make yet. Minecart chests, if I go down and find a mine shaft, which I think I know where one is, but that's a very dangerous operation. Wicker baskets, so these things are useless. These are just one-time storage things. Wicker baskets could be an option, and I do need to go out for something else. So to make the saw that I just mentioned, we need dung from a wolf to tan some leather. It's a complex process, so we need to go out and get that anyway, and we actually do need this to progress. And at the same time, I think it might be worthwhile looking for reeds. So I picked up reeds when I first spawned in that desert environment, so I happen to have the advancement for making a wicker basket, or trying to There's the wicker one. I'm doing quite well for achievements. I'm a high achiever. Yeah, so I picked up sugarcane in the swamp. Find sugarcane in a swamp or jungle. Well, yeah, so we haven't seen any of them nearby. And we need to weave it into a basket. So we need to go exploring. We're going to have to segue everything. We're going to have to grab our bedroll, take whatever small amount of food we have, which is not a lot. And we're going to have to walk until we find the stuff, because otherwise it's a bottleneck. It's actually a bottleneck in the game, and we need to get by it. So to avoid us getting lost, we're going to make a compass. We're going to use our last 4 nuggets to make a compass. Recovery. So now, obviously the compass works, it points towards spawn. So spawn is that way. Interesting. So what I could do is I could walk towards spawn. This is how I'm going to plan on not getting lost. I'll walk towards spawn, and then as long as I don't deviate too much, I can walk away from spawn and come back to this locality. So we're going to try this. We might leave some mile markers on the way. These chunks should not be loaded while I'm away. We shouldn't have to worry about weeds. Let's just do this. Let's see if we can make some progress before the end of the day. Wish me luck. Okay, we got really lucky here. So this is dung. Perfect. So we just stumbled across some wolves. This is exactly what we need. We don't actually need more than one, but I think we're going to look for more than one. We're not going to kill these animals either, because they're not too far away from the base. And at some point I'm going to want to have animals in the base. But that dung was a very lucky find. I'm going to hang around here in case someone poos. And then we might move on again, or we probably should move on before it starts getting dark. We do not want these animals to die, or not all of them. Maybe we'll move on, because we're going to come back this way if we retrace our steps. There might be some more things to pick up on the way back. So we're going to keep walking this way, which is essentially towards spawn. Cool, let's go. Okay, look what we found. Swamp. Okay, this is fantastic. This is exactly what we need. This is all we need. At the dung, we're going to get these animals, because it's turning night again. These days just go by so quickly. So we're going to get their meat before the zombies do. And then, don't go in a cave. We're going to get those reeds and head back. Because all we really need is this extra storage. The dung we can make into a belt. And we can make a saw for the hoppers, which is what we need, so we can actually get this ground up netherrack without having everything screaming in our face all the time. Okay, let me get some of this meat, and then I'll see you on the way home. Hey, we might be in a bit of trouble. So I dug in to the swamp. This is still nighttime. You can probably hear what the issue is. Dug into the swamp. I was just doing some netting just to try and make some more protection, and a witch has found us. This is not going to be good to get out in the morning, because witches and slimes, they are vicious. So we're going to keep on netting, and let's see what happens in the morning. Okay, so it's day. A little slime got through this gap and has left a slime ball. I finished off knitting. I think a smart thing to do is to make this, which gives me a bit more protection. I've healed up as much as I can. I need the bedroll. I have to take that back. I'm going to make a better weapon. And maybe the best thing to do is just leg it, because this slime is not going to be forgiving. I don't know where the witch is. Oh. Okay, it's just little ones now. Maybe. Oh, they're dangerous. They're very dangerous. Okay. Oh, we may go away with it. It's left a little one. Come on. Just go away. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's so scary. Is that it? There's another one. Okay. We're going. Oh. Okay, that was dangerous. The witch is there. We need to go. We need to run this way. I'm not going anywhere near that witch. I think we got quite lucky then. We still don't have the reeds though. That was the whole point of coming here. So we have the reed roots, sugarcane roots, and what can we get rid of? Let's just get rid of this for now. And the sugarcane itself. Is there any more? So we can grow this obviously, so it's not that big of a deal if we just take 2, but I would like to get more. It's the roots that we plant to grow. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with any zombies now. I saw a cave with exposed iron as well, but I'm not in the mood to go back. Okay, let's head home. Right, we're back. We've got to a point now where we can actually use the cauldron. The issue before was storage, and as you saw, I was storing lots of stuff in the cauldron. I've made some wicker baskets using the reeds that we just brought back from the swamp, so I have a lot more space now, and we can actually show you how this works. This little tunnel I've dug down, and I've put glowstone in to keep it lit. This is extra storage. I've dug down all the way to the 3rd layer, so I'm going to be mining some diamonds down there eventually. But up here, I've also decided this is where I'll put the cauldron. I was going to put it outside. It's not a problem putting it outside because the fires that we light won't go out. But I like having it inside so it's accessible without having to deal with mobs. And also, I'm still not 100% certain about a range of fire spread in this game. I just don't want it near anything that contains some wood, because there's always a chance that it could light my house on fire. So what we have here, we're going to keep this cauldron permanently lit, and we can do this by having a netherrack, as you can see, beneath campfires. So we'll use the campfires to light the netherrack on fire, and then we'll put the cauldron on top, and this will be a permanently burning flame. We should be able to do this now, I think. We can just do this. If we light one of the campfires, it should spread. So this should spread across the others. And then we'll have 9 fire sources heating the cauldron. Now, if I was going to put... Is this not going to spread? It should spread, surely. Might give it a little bit. If I put food in now, it will cook. It won't cook very fast. We can just kind of test this out. Oh, that's not cooking at all. Maybe it needs to have everything spread. Let me get a torch. Okay. Right, now that looks like it's working. Okay, let's just stick all this in. Okay, so it needed to have the fire beneath the cauldron. That was my mistake. And this is cooking very quickly. So now we have a really easy way to cook food with no fuel needed. This is going to be a permanently burning flame. And the cauldron can do other stuff. As I mentioned earlier, we were looking for dung to use with our leather to make scoured leather and then tan leather, which we can use to make a belt. And with the belt, we can make a saw. And with the saw, we can finally get access to chests, plus lots of other stuff. We'll need some more iron. And a lot of my iron tools are being depleted again, so I need to go mine some more iron. But this is a big step. So what we can do, we also would like to, so we can put blocks around this to kind of protect us from the fire. It's probably not necessary now. What I might do is just have some slabs here, so it's impossible. I can't walk into it now, and that's safer for me. Perfect, this is all nearly done. This is great. What we should also be able to do is put these in. So let me try this when the food is done. I was grinding this up before. Oh no, it's not ground netherrack. I need to put that in a hopper, that's why. Okay, no, we can't do that step just yet. I'm always getting ahead of myself. 12 cooked mutton, excellent. Yeah, so we need this, we need the saw, because we need to get a hopper with soul sand. Okay, I'm going to go and get the stuff for the saw, and then I'll bring you back once I have it. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a little bit of time, IRL. I've been doing a bit of grinding, actually. We've been getting a lot done. We have an extra oven, which is really helping cook up lots of more iron that I found after mining. We've used the reeds. We went to another trip to the swamp actually to try and find more reed roots, and also I got one extra piece of dung from those wolves on the way, which is fantastic. These things, the hampers, I keep saying different things are game changers. This is a game changer because now I can store lots of random stuff without using these one-time only bark boxes. So this is just really helping me. I found some more diamonds when I was looking for the iron. I've got my cauldron going down here, as you know. We've already got some more food collected from those trips. What we're going to do now, we've set up the saw. So I made the saw with an iron ingot using the belt. And I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how it works. I'm sure most of you know anyway, but still. So we can turn it on, and the texture will change, showing that these things are actually working. It's not easy to work on this platform up here, but so we can stick a log down, and it will be transformed into planks, sawdust, and bark. So you get a lot out of each log. And of course, you're not using durability in your axe, which is the main thing. And I'll talk about tools in a second. You can see I've got a diamond axe on my hotbar now. I went on some mining. I got lots of iron, which is really helpful. So when you get the planks from the wood, you can change them into sidings. So these are almost like vertical slabs, which is a really cool thing that we don't have in vanilla. So sidings here, oak wood sidings. Now, I mentioned previously that chests are one thing that we would really like to make. It's raining. Let's get 4 more of these. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we'll turn this off because the blade can hurt you. If the blade is spinning, it will damage you. Because why wouldn't it damage you? Because this is better than bolts. Okay, this kind of random stuff that I have piled up, this is due to my storage problems and the soul sand over there that I couldn't fit into one of my hampers. We're going to solve our storage problems right now. So, here, we now have the ability to make a chest. This is just insane. So 8 sidings, which is why we needed the saw, plus 1 iron ingot. Now, actually, this is expensive. Using an iron ingot for a chest is not the best use of iron. I mean, I do have a decent amount cooking down here, but I would like to use the iron for different things. I was remaking tools. I made another iron pickaxe, and that eventually broke, and I realized that actually making iron tools at this stage when I have access to diamonds is not the smartest thing. Anyway, I should just be making diamond tools. There's no reason not to make anything into a diamond tool right now. It's longer durability, the iron has different uses. We can make chests, for example. So what we're going to do, we just shaved off 2 creeper balls from those guys over there that are now wandering around, and they've been diffused. So we're going to make some iron ingots, and we're going to make a chest. Sorry, some diamond ingots, and we're going to make a chest. And I think, okay, we'll make the chest first. Amazing, that just feels so good. And yes, we want 2 diamonds, 2 of them, 2 of them, 2 more iron ingots, diamond ingots. I keep saying the wrong thing. Now we have a choice of making a hoe, a shovel with 1 ingot, sword, or shears. And once again, I'm going to do something probably would seem quite drastic. I'm thinking of making diamond shears rather than a diamond sword. See, the axe I think is a good weapon. I mean, the diamond sword has 7 attack damage, the axe has 6. I think I can use the axe if I need to in a pinch as a weapon. The shears, I keep on shearing everything. I'm shearing the hemp, I'm shearing cobwebs, I'm shearing creepers constantly. And the durability on the shears goes down fairly quickly. And 2 iron ingots to keep replacing them all the time. It's just not good business. Get rid of these weeds. So what I think we're going to do, like I say, it's a bit radical, is we're going to make diamond shears. That will help us. Let's do this now. I'll do it so I can't go back on my decision. There we go, it's done. Yay. Was that it? Yeah, he's already been chopped. Okay, fine. So that's done. So we still have more diamonds spare. You know, this is really good. We can make more ingots when this iron is finished cooking. We'll need some more creeper oysters, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. This is perfect. Perfect. So those things are going. 11 plus 5 more gets me 16. That's 1 more iron ingot. I think we're doing pretty well. Might need to replace some of this wool and armor, but I have some wool that I've been knitting, and I can make some more. Things are going quite well. I'm pretty happy. So what we're going to do now, once we have all this, we've got the saw which is working. I think we're going to go down back into the mines and see if we can find that mine shaft that I saw. Because the last thing I want to do in this episode, I've decided not to go and find a fortress in this episode. So we can do all the nether stuff in the next episode. What I want to get sorted now is a tiny bit of farming. So this fish that I'm catching every so often is great. I'm getting maybe a stack and a half each full moon. And a stack and a half lasts me a good amount of time. The mine shafts should have some bread if I can find some chests. And bread combined with meat gets us much better food sources. Now the pumpkins we can use as a food source. It's a really bad food source, but it can be used. But down in the mine shaft there's a chance that we can find some melons. Melons would be an absolutely great food source. So we really do want to try and find them, and that will set us up kind of in the long term. So we're going to get some farming going, but that will need me to get a bit of preparation done. I'll finish smelting this off. I might make 1 more tool. I think I could do with an iron shovel in case we need to shovel some stuff. And then yeah, we'll go and find this mine shaft that I think I saw previously. Right, let's make some permanent lighting. So I collected this soul sand that I left outside. This hopper, which I made from components from the saw. The hopper extracts souls or something from the soul sand. We need a piece in here as like a kind of filter. And the ground netherrack, you put it on the hopper and it will change it into hellfire dust, concentrated hellfire dust, I think. But we can't do that unless the hopper is powered. It's very important that you power the hopper. If you don't power it, it will break after 5 tries. I've had this happen many times because I keep forgetting. I love the fact that this texture pack does not render the rotating axles, because then I know it's on. So let's just do one at a time. We can do the whole thing, but oops. I actually have to get it on. That didn't go on either. That didn't go on either. Am I doing something wrong here? There we go. No, it was working. I just wasn't timing it properly. So it's as easy as that. Now let's do the whole thing. Perfect. If I'd have thrown that whole thing on then... What? Oh, what is this? Okay. If I'd have done that whole thing, it would have ended badly for me. Now what we do with this is we go down to the cauldron. So, okay, get rid of this. Take out the food. It probably doesn't matter if you have the food in there, but I take it out anyway. So cooking these together will give us something new, nether coal. And if we make a torch out of that, it will be a permanently burning torch, which is great. This glowstone is nice. It fits in nicely with the blocks, but we can't mine basically infinite amounts of glowstone. I might go and crush up some more of this and do some more grinding of the netherrack. So when I go down to the mineshaft, I want to have as many permanent torches as I can get. Let's just do 16 more. So I'll bring you back when that's done. We've got a lot of iron. We've been at a really successful mining trip, and we found this mineshaft that I thought I glanced at a while ago. So this is not my wood there. So it's definitely a mineshaft, and it's actually not too far away from the location that I have been entering this ravine from. So because my inventory is absolutely full and my pickaxe is close to breaking, I'm going to go back, smelt this iron up, make some more iron tools, make some more diamond tools, my mistake, and then we're going to go into the mineshaft and we're going to see if we can get some melons, because that would be epic. I don't want to go in the mineshaft just yet. I want to come back a little more prepared, but we can light up some of the stuff. We may make a little, impromptu trip to the nether to get some more permanent torches, because I've used almost all of them here, but it's been worth it. It's actually amazing how safe these mineshafts feel. It's how these caves feel when they're all lit up. It doesn't feel like you're playing Better Than Wolves at all. It's only until you go down to a dark part that you start realizing there's still mobs about. But we're going to come back here, we're going to do our stuff, and then we're going to see what we can find in the mineshaft. Well, congratulations guys, we made it to day 100. We're still in one piece, except the initial death that we had. We're going to go and do that mineshaft now. Let's see what's down there. So this bread we can combine with this meat, as I mentioned previously, to make 8 big meals now, which are much better than the meat by themselves. That was a lucky find. Okay, I think we're done. We've used all our torches. We need to go into the Nether to get more torches. What's through there? Not that way. Yeah, that's the way out. That was risky. Oh, and it's just turned night as well. Okay, well, we'll see what kind of night it is. I think we need to go and prep some more. I got a lot of bread, which is great because these sandwiches are really useful. I'm quite happy with that trip. We've got a lot more of this region lit up. Oh, it's gloom night. Oh no. Okay, I have to stay down here for gloom night. We're gonna hunker down, not hunker up, and go back in the morning. Then that might be it for this episode. So we've got a lot done, certainly. We need to do a bit more, but I think for now we will say goodbye. And I'm looking pretty dapper, I think. This is just wool, it's not iron, but soon we will have all diamond, I promise you. So thanks again for watching, and join me for the next one. Goodbye.